When is Independence Day? When is Independence Day?
Independence Day is in July. Independence Day is in July.
When is Flag Day? When is Flag Day?
Flag Day is in June. Flag Day is in June.
When is Thanksgiving? When is Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is in November. Thanksgiving is in November.
When is Labor Day? When is Labor Day?
Labor Day is in September. Labor Day is in September.
When is President's Day? When is President's Day?
President's Day is in February. President's Day is in February.
When is Columbus Day? When is Columbus Day?
Columbus Day is in October. Columbus Day is in October.
When is Memorial Day? When is Memorial Day?
Memorial Day is in May. Memorial Day is in May.
When do we vote for president? When do we vote for president?
We vote for president in November. We vote for president in November.
Where does Congress meet? Where does Congress meet?
Congress meets in Washington. Congress meets in Washington.
Where does the president live? Where does the president live?
The president lives in the White House. The president lives in the White House.
Where is the White House? Where is the White House?
The White House is in Washington, D.C. The White House is in Washington, D.C.
Where do senators meet? Where do senators meet?
Senators meet in Congress. Senators meet in Congress.
Who is the father of the country? Who is the father of the country?
President Washington is the father of the country. President Washington is the father of the country.
Who lived here first? Who lived here first?
American Indians lived here first. American Indians lived here first.
Who can vote? Who can vote?
Citizens can vote. Citizens can vote.
Who is the second president? Who is the second president?
Adams was the second president. Adams was the second president.
Who is in the dollar bill? Who is in the dollar bill?
President Washington is on the dollar bill. President Washington is on the dollar bill.
Who elects Congress? Who elects Congress?
The citizens elect Congress. The citizens elect Congress.
Who is Abraham Lincoln? Who is Abraham Lincoln?
Lincoln was the president during the Civil War. Lincoln was the president during the Civil War.
Who has the right to vote? Who has the right to vote?
Citizens have the right to vote. Citizens have the right to vote.
Who lives in the White House? Who lives in the White House?
The president lives in the White House. The president lives in the White House.
Who was George Washington? Who was George Washington?
George Washington was the first president. George Washington was the first president.
Who was the first president? Who was the first president?
Washington was the first president. Washington was the first president.
What is the name of our first president? What is the name of our first president?
Washington is our first president. Washington is our first president.
What are the colors of the American flag? What are the colors of the American flag?
The American flag is red, white, and blue. The American flag is red, white, and blue.
What do we have to pay the government? What do we have to pay the government?
We have to pay taxes. We have to pay taxes.
What is one right citizens have? What is one right citizens have?
Citizens can vote. Citizens can vote.
What do people want in America? What do people want in America?
People want to vote in America. People want to vote in America.
What is the largest state? What is the largest state?
Alaska is the largest state. Alaska is the largest state.
What country is to the south of the U.S.? What country is to the south of the U.S.?
Mexico is to the south of the U.S. Mexico is to the south of the U.S.
What is the capital of the United States? What is the capital of the United States?
The capital of the United States is Washington, D.C. The capital of the United States is Washington, D.C.
What country is to the north of the U.S.? What country is to the north of the U.S.?
Canada is to the north of the U.S. Canada is to the north of the U.S.
What city was the first capital of the United States? What city was the first capital of the United States?
New York City was the first capital of the United States. New York City was the first capital of the United States.
What state has the most people? What state has the most people?
California has the most people. California has the most people.
What is one right in the Bill of Rights? What is one right in the Bill of Rights?
Freedom of speech is one right in the Bill of Rights. Freedom of speech is one right in the Bill of Rights.
What is the largest city in America? What is the largest city in America?
New York City is the largest city. New York City is the largest city.
What do people want when they come to America? What do people want when they come to America?
People want freedom of speech. People want freedom of speech.
What was one of the first states? What was one of the first states?
Delaware was one of the first states of the United States. Delaware was one of the first states of the United States.
What was the first United States state? What was the first United States state?
Delaware was the first state. Delaware was the first state.
Why do people come to America? Why do people come to America?
People come to the United States to be free. People come to the United States to be free.
How many states does the U.S. have? How many states does the U.S. have?
The United States has 50 states. The United States has 50 states.
How many senators does Congress have? How many senators does Congress have?
The Congress has 100 senators. The Congress has 100 senators.
How many senators are there? How many senators are there?
We have 100 senators. We have 100 senators.